Hi, my name is Alex and I'm getting braces. So, I'm 26. I'm getting adult braces. Uh, you know, when I was a teenager, I wasn't able to get them. And I also wasn't interested in getting them. I was a little bit scared about it. Even though I knew people who had braces, obviously, I was just scared. And I don't think, my parents never really talked to me about it, about getting them, or it was never in consideration in any case. But I guess if I had wanted them, I could have asked for them. I'm not entirely sure if they could have afforded them at that point. But yeah, so I didn't get them. And I think I have kind of wanted them as an adult. I have kind of wanted them for a while now. I actually went to my consultation last year in March 2016. I went in to get a consultation about it. I went to this orthodontist that had been referred to me by my dentist. And so for my consultation, I went in, they took pictures of me, of my profile, of my teeth. They took x-rays of my mouth, and they took me into an office to have my teeth examined by the orthodontist. And he basically gave me 3 options for my treatment, from most extreme to least extreme. He told me that the most extreme option was getting jaw surgery, and he thought that would be an option, but he didn't really push for it. He said that he mostly recommended the second option, which was to get 2 of my teeth extracted. 2 of my teeth extracted right here. This is the option that he recommended, but to me it still sounded extreme. It sounded like something I didn't want to pursue. I had just had 2 of my wisdom teeth removed, and I barely wanted to do that. I just don't think, I wasn't interested in getting more teeth removed. I don't think that sounded like a good idea to me. It sounded really extreme. So at the time, I didn't think that I would be doing that. And the third option he gave me, which was the least extreme option, was just to get the braces, and just straighten out my teeth. But he said that would yield, I don't know if it wouldn't yield the results that he thought, would be the best. So like I said, he recommended getting 2 teeth extracted. So they gave me those options, to think about, and then they presented me with all of the billing, the payment options, how much it would cost, basically. And at that time, they presented me with a $6,000 payment plan, $6,000 to get my braces done. And at that time, I just had sticker shock. I didn't think that I wanted to invest $6,000 in braces, and it just seemed like a lot of money. It really stunned me. So I left that consultation with a lot to think about, and it was a little bit discouraging because I thought, it's not going to be possible for me. $6,000 is a lot of money, and I know that that's a little bit expensive for the whole treatment. I mean, I know that it's on the higher end of how much it costs to get braces. And at that time, last year, it was too much. It was too much. I couldn't commit to that. So I decided not to do it at that time. But after a year and almost a half of just thinking about it, just having it in the back of my mind, the options there, I finally decided to pull out my paperwork about 2 weeks ago, and I thought, I'm gonna look at it again and think about it again. And so I pulled out my paperwork that they had given me at my first consultation, and for some reason, I just felt like now is the time. I really want this. I've been thinking about it for more than a year. I'm gonna do it. So as soon as I decided that I was gonna do it, the next day I called the same orthodontist. I know I probably should have shopped around, but I really liked their customer service at this office. I could tell I had a good feeling about him. I have a good feeling about him and his whole office, and service is everything. How they treat you is everything. And so I decided that I wanted to go with that office, and I called them up and they told me, okay, great, we have time for you to have your first appointment today. And that was stunning, but I had so much adrenaline going, from having finally made that decision. that, you know, I said, yeah, I'll go in. So I went in, and again, they took pictures of me, of my teeth. They took pictures of my profile, my face, took x-rays of my teeth again. And for this appointment, they actually put in spacers into my molars on top. And I had no idea what spacers were. You know, I had never heard of them, but you know, I figured they would go into my teeth. I don't know, obviously. But spacers are basically these little round plastic, almost like rubber bands, but they're really small and a lot harder than rubber bands, but they're still elastic. And I had 2 spacers put into these molars, my last 2 molars here, and I had 3 spacers put in on this side. And yeah, I didn't feel that much discomfort when they were putting them in, especially here I have a little bit more room. But when they put it on this side, when she put them in on this side, it was like hard for her because these teeth are really tight together. She had a really hard time, you know, I was bleeding. She had to use a different device to like get these spacers in than she did when she put them in here, and here they went in so easily. But yeah, she was like, you know, struggling to get them in, and you know, it was a little bit painful because it was bleeding, but it wasn't anything I couldn't handle. It wasn't that bad. And basically, she just told me after she got them in, she's like, oh, if you have any discomfort or any pain, just take a couple of ibuprofen. And I was like, okay, sounds good. But I literally had no idea what she was talking about. I was like, oh, it'll be, you know, this isn't painful to me right now, it'll be fine. So that day, it was fine. I didn't really feel any pain. I felt some discomfort because, you know, I felt like I had things stuck in between my teeth, or food stuck in between my teeth. And yeah, it was nice. They gave me this little plastic thing to chew on. I'll show you. Yeah, so they gave me this little plastic device to chew on. And basically she said, you know, chew on it like this. So you can push your spacers up, you know, in case they start coming down or start feeling loose, you know. Just chew on it. Which I did, and you know, I really liked this. It was like I was a toddler again, and you know, it was just fun to chew it, and it really brought some relief to the discomfort that I was feeling, and it felt good that first day. So I thought that was going to be the worst of it, but I was wrong. That was not the worst of it. When I woke up the next morning, I felt so incredibly sore. I had so much discomfort in my teeth. I could really feel all the pressure being put on them, especially right here where I have this tooth that sticks out. I felt all the pressure right there at that point, you know, the weakest point on my teeth. It was so sensitive, and I couldn't chew on this thing at all. Like, it didn't bring me any comfort. It was just pain to try to chew on it. I couldn't eat, you know, anything that I had to chew a lot that day. I was not expecting that. And that night, you know, it was just driving me crazy. The whole day had been on my mind. The fact that there was so much pressure on my teeth, I couldn't forget, you know, that was happening. So at night, I thought it was going to drive me crazy because I had that feeling, that sensation of just feeling pain and pressure and soreness right there on my teeth. But somehow I endured. I did wake up that night, because my teeth were so sore. I woke up in the middle of the night. But, you know, I made it through. I woke up the next day, and each subsequent day, you know, it got better and better, and I didn't feel as sore. But it wasn't until day 9, after I got my spacers in, that I could finally feel like I could chew normally. So that was only a few days ago. You know, the soreness persisted for more than a week. But, yeah, so now finally I'm feeling good. I feel like I can chew normally. My teeth don't ache. I can floss. I couldn't floss that first night, and I couldn't floss that whole week. I felt like it was too painful. But I can floss normally now. Of course, I can't floss where the spacers are. But yeah, that was my journey with the spacers, and I really think that is really, you know, a preview of what this whole journey is going to be like, what the pain and discomfort is going to be like. I don't know. I mean, at least I know now a little bit more. I'm a little bit more prepared. But yeah, so I do have an appointment this Friday to get my two, I think they're called premolars, extracted. I think it's not these, it's these right here. I'm gonna get those extracted on Friday, and I just wanted to make a quick video before anything else happened to my mouth, anything drastic, so that I could see the changes and also share my journey with other people who are probably maybe going to also be getting braces, or who have already gotten braces and are going through that right now. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna get 2 teeth extracted on Friday, and then about a week or 10 days from that point, I'll actually be getting them on, and I'm ready. It's actually been dragging for me. I mean, after that first initial decision to finally go through with it, I felt ready. I felt ready to just do it. But now it's been more than a week, week and a half. I mean, it's like, it's taking forever. It's taking forever. I'm ready to get started already. But we'll get there. We'll get there. I'm a little bit nervous about getting my teeth extracted, but I'll try to document that and see, you know. And hopefully I can share it, you know, share it with everybody. So now I'm going to go ahead and do a close-up of my teeth so you can get a good view of what they look like before, and maybe get a good view of what they're going to look like after. And I'll try to show you my spacers. So these are my teeth. I have a really severe overbite. I would call it severe. I don't know very many people who have an overbite as profound as mine, I guess. So there it is. I think it's hereditary, to be honest. So then I have my tooth out here that sticks out, and my tooth on the bottom. There's a lot of crowding. The spacers, I'll show them to you. They're clear, so you might not be able to see them, but maybe you will. So it's probably more likely on this side. So right here, can you see it? And right here, and further back. So I actually think I really like the shape of my teeth, and I really like, you know, how pretty these teeth are on this side. I just wish I didn't have this like snaggle tooth that sticks out. And I'm kind of sad to think that, you know, I do think my premolars are pretty. I don't know where they are. Not these. These. I do think those are so pretty. I'm actually really conflicted about seeing them, you know, leave my mouth, but I know that it's necessary to fix my overbite, or to improve my overbite. I'm not sure. But yeah, those are my teeth. So I'm looking forward to sharing this journey with anyone who is interested, and I'm, you know, excited to also document it so that in the future I can look back and see, you know, see how I was when I first started this journey, see how everything changes and evolves, and yeah, that's exciting. Well, anyhow, thanks again. Bye.